Emotional validation significantly predicts persistence, a new way forward for parents and educators. Persisting through challenges is fundamental for children and adults. Parenting experts emphasize the power of emotional validation, the accurate identification and acceptance of one's emotions in helping children navigate challenges. Psychologist Philippa Perry has explained that although sometimes the source of feelings may be unknown, making children feel silly or invalidated with a "don't be silly, you know monsters are made up" is unlikely to properly soothe them. Baumeister and colleagues find that suppressing a child's emotions has been linked to patterns of failure, negative emotion, and low persistence. Conversely, studies by Kikas and Tang have shown that warm and sensitive parenting and practices such as validating opinions increase persistence. Yet despite this growing recognition, much of the existing research has focused on broad and sometimes vague concepts that don't always translate into real-life parenting. What's missing is a clearer picture of how simple, everyday responses, like how a parent reacts when a child struggles with a task, can make a difference in shaping a child's perseverance. John and Park's 2024 study, Your Feelings Are Reasonable, Emotional Validation Promotes Persistence Amongst Preschoolers, aimed to explore both correlational and causal relationships between emotional validation and children's persistence levels, suggesting that acknowledging and supporting a child's emotions can empower them to persevere through frustration. In their first study, 150 South Korean parents of children aged 4 to 6 years were asked to report their tendencies to validate their children's emotions and their children's persistence using a scale. Emotional validation significantly caused greater persistence, though a causal relationship was not found. In the second study, John and Park randomly assigned 93 participants aged 4 to 6 years to one of three conditions. Children attempted an unsolvable puzzle for 4 minutes with no assistance. Following this, they reported their emotions as upset or not upset, and received either validation, invalidation, or a neutral response, depending on the assigned condition. Next, a sealed box containing 3 erasers was presented to the children, and persistence was measured as the time the child spent engaging with the unopenable wooden box. Children in the validation condition who were told, "It's okay to feel frustrated, you're trying really hard," were more likely to keep working on a challenging task than those who received dismissive or neutral responses. Interestingly, there was no significant difference between persistence in the latter conditions, suggesting that emotional invalidation does not reduce persistence compared to an absence of feedback. John and Park's findings provide evidence linking emotional validation and persistence. Simply acknowledging a child's frustration and helping them feel understood and emotionally supported can significantly increase persistence in preschool-aged children. The study highlights the need for future research into mechanisms underlying this relationship and underscores the importance of developing concrete behavioral strategies for parents and educators to enhance children's abilities to persevere. The significance of these findings lie in their practical implications. With growing attention on children's mental health, John and Park suggest that educational and childcare settings may benefit from emotional validation strategies like active listening, reassurance, and empathy to nurture persistence and resilience in learning environments.